Naturally, you may have doubts about whether or not you were a victim of narcissistic abuse, because most narcissists are very concerned about their image. Deep down they know that they are harmful and abusive, but they're not going to come out and admit it. They fear the shame and the consequences of their actions. Most narcissists aren't going to completely expose themselves. They will only let the mask slip. What you see is just the tip of the iceberg. You never completely see the monster underneath. Instead, they blame and shame you. They gaslight you. They make you feel like it was all your fault. They deny any responsibility. Higher spectrum narcissists or sociopaths may even focus on your reaction to the abuse, or say it's because of something you said or did previously. They show a complete lack of accountability, understanding, and self-awareness, as though they're living in an entirely different world. This leaves you doubting yourself, questioning whether you were even a victim at all. You suffer from dissonance, a feeling of attachment and overthinking. You want closure. You want to know the truth, because the truth sets us free. But you know they're just going to keep blaming you, and it's hard for you to move on, because you're left with the wounds, the scars, the toll it's taken on your health, the effects it's had on your life. So this video should help clear things up for you, because I'm going to give you 5 everyday habits that reveal you were a victim of narcissistic abuse. One, overthinking and obsessive rumination. You find yourself constantly replaying conversations in your mind, wondering what you said, what you did, if somehow it was all your fault. This happens because narcissistic abuse erodes your ability to trust your own judgment and memory. Psychologists like Robin Stern, in her book The Gaslight Effect, explain that this kind of overthinking is a direct result of gaslighting. When someone repeatedly makes you doubt your own reality, your mind is trying to find peace, trying to piece together a story that makes sense. But the more you replay it, the more confused you become. Because there's no logic to abuse. It's irrational and unfair. Your nervous system is simply trying to resolve something it can't resolve on its own. Two, compulsive checking and hypervigilance. Checking your phone over and over, wondering if they message you, looking at their social media, making sure all your doors are locked and your surroundings are safe. This state of hypervigilance develops when your nervous system is constantly on a high alert, always expecting something bad to happen. Bessel van der Kolk in The Body Keeps the Score highlights how trauma leaves us stranded in fight or flight. We become overly vigilant in an effort to stay in control and avoid future harm. It's not paranoia. It's your body trying to keep you alive in a threatening environment. But when we stay in this state, it drains us physically, mentally, and emotionally. 3. Neglect of self-care and loss of interest in activities. Skipping routines you once kept. ignoring your physical appearance, avoiding looking in the mirror, sitting and thinking instead of participating in life. This is a form of learned helplessness, a phenomenon identified by Martin Seligman. Your ability to care for yourself has been worn down by years of criticism, blame, and shame. Your nervous system starts to believe, it's not worth trying, it's all my fault anyway. This isn't true. It's the result of abuse. Your soul is crying out for peace, for rest, for renewal, and you deserve all of those things. 4. Compensation behaviours: over-cleaning, purifying. Some survivors become obsessed with cleaning their surroundings, washing their body repeatedly, scrub, 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 as if trying to purify themselves from the negativity left by the abuse. Judith Herman in Trauma and Recovery talks about this as a form of compensation, a way to bring order and control back into a world that feels overwhelming and unpredictable. Your nervous system is trying to scrub away the shame and contamination you feel, but you are not dirty. Your soul is pure. Your worth is innate and unchangeable, no matter what was done to you. 5. Guilt and unworthiness. Feeling guilty when you rest, believing you're worthless, ignoring your own needs and desires. This deep shame comes directly from years of blame and criticism. Studies in the Journal of Clinical Psychology show a strong link between abuse-related shame and low self-perception. Survivors come to view themselves as powerless or undeserving of happiness. Your nervous system has gotten the message that you are not worth loving or protecting. But this is a lie. You are inherently worthy, you are valuable, and you have a future filled with peace and happiness once you start to heal and reconnect with yourself. It's so painful and confusing to go through this kind of abuse, especially when you're a good person with pure intentions. That's what made it all so confusing. You hadn't done anything wrong. You did everything you could to make them comfortable, to make them happy. And yet you were abused and even blamed for it. So of course, you're going to feel confused, because you're unaware that behind their charming facade lies a bitter, miserable person. Someone who never received the love and care they desperately needed in their own childhood, so they hated in you what they couldn't possess in themselves. Your happiness, your peace, your ability to love. But that's not your fault. You're not responsible for their pain. You did everything you could, far more than you should have. It's not your role to parent them or heal their inner child. Maybe you fell into that role because you were forced to parent your own caregiver when you were a child. You became their emotional caretaker from a very young age. But now it's time to put that role down. It's not yours to carry. Your worth isn't defined by someone else's dysfunction. So now, let's talk about you. Your healing, your future, your peace, your ability to move forward without their shadow. Awareness is a powerful first step. As you move forward, be kind to yourself, patient with your progress, and know that you are more than what you went through. Your greatest transformation lies on the other side of this healing journey. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on healing from narcissistic abuse. If you'd like more personalized support, coaching sessions are available, and donations help keep creating this content. All the details are in the description below. Thank you for trusting me with your healing journey. And remember, you are worthy, you are enough, and you always were.